Capitol Hill deal and healthcare. President Trump began by addressing the ongoing deal on Capitol Hill, saying he fully supports it and plans to abide by its terms. He emphasized that the agreement would allow the country to reopen quickly. He criticized previous healthcare policies, stating that funding should go directly to the people rather than insurance companies. Trump also highlighted that the deal prevents mass firings and ensures a more equitable distribution of healthcare resources. He portrayed the deal as a victory for ordinary citizens over systemic inefficiencies, reversing mass firings and public aid. Trump discussed a reversal of mass firings, claiming that the deal provides $1.5 trillion to individuals, including those previously incarcerated, gang members, and drug offenders. He expressed concern that excluding these people would have harmed the healthcare system. He reiterated that the focus should remain on ensuring that funds benefit Americans rather than bureaucracies. Trump framed this policy as both a practical and humanitarian measure. He described the approach as a necessary step to stabilize social and economic systems. Syria and Middle East peace. Turning to foreign policy, Trump praised a new Syrian president, describing him as a tough leader capable of bringing stability to the region. He claimed that for the first time in memory, peace was emerging in the Middle East. Trump highlighted Syria's rich history of intellectual and professional talent, calling it an amazing place with great people. He emphasized U.S. support for Syria's success alongside Israel. Trump also mentioned Hamas returning bodies to Israel as a symbol of progress and ongoing peace efforts. Tariffs and trade with India. Trump addressed trade and tariffs, noting that India faced high tariffs due to its ties with Russian oil. He assured the public that tariffs would eventually be reduced, but only after careful consideration. He argued that tariffs are a national security tool and highlighted the revenue they generate for the U.S. economy. Trump suggested issuing $2,000 dividends to middle and lower-income citizens using this revenue. He stressed that reversing tariffs could have disastrous economic and security consequences. Inflation, gas prices, and economic policy. Trump discussed the state of the U.S. economy, criticizing Biden's tenure for historically high inflation. He claimed that inflation under his leadership would soon fall to 1.5%. He predicted gas prices could drop to around $2 per gallon. Trump highlighted his Great Big Beautiful Bill, which he described as the largest tax cut in U.S. history, eliminating taxes on tips, overtime, and Social Security. He portrayed these policies as providing significant relief for middle-class families and improving overall economic stability. NATO and the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Trump turned to foreign conflicts, claiming that his leadership prevented multiple wars that could have affected the U.S. directly. He emphasized that under his administration, NATO contributions increased from 2% to 5%. Trump took credit for ending U.S. spending on Ukraine, while maintaining support through NATO allies. He described previous administrations as unprepared for international threats and framed his actions as protecting national security. Trump stressed that global vigilance is crucial for America's safety. China and rare earth materials. Trump addressed tensions with China, claiming that Beijing threatened the U.S. with restrictions on rare earth minerals critical to manufacturing. He said his aggressive tariff strategy forced China to negotiate, resulting in what he called a great deal with tariffs now paid by China. He portrayed the outcome as a historic reversal, benefiting the U.S. economy rather than American consumers paying tariffs. Trump emphasized his administration's ability to negotiate tough trade deals and secure American interests. Switzerland trade negotiations. Trump spoke about ongoing trade discussions with Switzerland, noting that the U.S. had initially imposed heavy tariffs. He assured that tariffs would be lowered to maintain Switzerland's economic success while protecting U.S. interests. He praised Switzerland as a small but economically significant country. Trump framed these negotiations as a strategic move to balance fair trade and national security. He also hinted that similar adjustments were being considered with other allies. Response to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Trump responded to Marjorie Taylor Greene's criticism, defending his focus on global policy. He argued that attention to world affairs is necessary to prevent conflicts and avoid the risk of global war. Trump claimed previous administrations allowed other countries to exploit the U.S., but his policies turned the world into a significant economic customer. He criticized Greene for not understanding international diplomacy. He portrayed his leadership as essential to ensuring American security and prosperity. Air travel and FAA upgrades. Finally, Trump addressed concerns about domestic travel and air traffic control. He criticized former Secretary Pete Buttigieg for failures in modernizing the system, claiming billions were wasted. Trump announced that new nationwide air traffic systems would be installed in every control tower, creating the most sophisticated system in the world. He stressed that these upgrades would ensure safer, more efficient travel. Trump framed this initiative as a major achievement in improving national infrastructure and technology.